So, Freedom House just gave its very first Beacon Award for Democracy to Taiwan. What does it mean that Freedom House is not only recognizing Taiwan's government, but also Taiwan's civil society with this honor?
I think for Freedom House, they value the Taiwanese democracy and they want to emphasize that Taiwanese people are trying to sustain their own democracy, even though we are living under a military threat from the biggest authoritarian countries now in the world. For Freedom House, they are also recognizing that Taiwanese civil society is an indispensable political force in Taiwan's democracy and it sometimes work with the Taiwanese government. Sometimes it work independently from the Taiwanese government. And this is the very reason why we can keep our democracy vibrant in the current time.
So, you were the representative of civil society accepting that award on Tuesday night. What was it like for you to represent not only your organization, the Economic Democracy Union, but also the rest of Taiwan's civil society?
Taiwanese people, we pursue democracy over a century. And we pursue democracy and we form our own national security and we practice democracy in our own land through elections, through social movement. For Taiwanese people, I think civil society is a key force for us to nurture the capable political party and to hold our political systems and the politicians accountable. And this is one of the reasons why Taiwan's democracy can remain vibrant, because there's always a political force called Taiwan civil society, and is continue to play a role in this system.
In naming Taiwan in this honor, Freedom House acknowledged that Taiwan faces threats to its democracy, especially from China. Could you talk a bit more about the threats that Taiwan's democracy faces both internally and externally?
Our democracy is very young, and it has been only 3 decades since the end of the martial law. So for Taiwanese people, we are still trying to consolidate the democratic systems into our daily life. But somehow it will become vulnerable toward the Chinese infiltrations. For example, the Chinese sharp power that would undermine our media environment and Chinese government they feed the disinformation campaign to our democracy. We are also facing a lot of gray zone tactics from China. For example, recently there are lots of submarine cable were cut off by some suspicious entities with a connection with CCP regime. But for Taiwan, compared to China, which is the biggest authoritarian regime in the world now, so it will be very challenging for Taiwan to defend ourselves without other uh, assistance from the Democratic Alliance. However, we have to show our steadfast determination to defend ourselves. Only with this determination we can convince our friend from the international community to work with us.